Hi everyone. So I'm live here and I'm just gonna get myself set up. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Ilima and I talk about wellness and positivity. And I come here to share with all of our professional, fierce women out there who are, successful in their own ways. You don't have to be in corporate, but you could be successful and significant and have an impact in your community, your family, and in your job. Um, but along the way, if you're more mature, I'm 52 years old and I have two older children. I've been married for 23 years. And you find yourself along the way, even with your success and aspiring and achieving your goals, that there's just more of a sense of unfulfillment. There is emptiness, maybe even for some. There's a level of stress that you never felt before. And so I know that's evident and apparent in all of us. I've felt it myself. And the reason I'm coming on here to speak with you, I'm usually here Tuesdays and Thursdays to chat, is because I want to share my story. And I have some strategies and a routine that I created myself when I was feeling this sort of way. It developed, it wasn't just an overnight thing, but this pain and this hurt kind of surfaced over a period of time. And I also tell my story here where the real catalyst of my discovery of these useful wellness tips and strategies was because I had a very stressful situation with my job. I'm just checking here on my Facebook here that everything is going live, which is great. Okay, so like I was saying, that, with that realization that things were going to change on the job, it was sudden, it was hasty, it was very stressful, challenging, and I was hit with that information and with that realization, and I had to regroup. And the reason I had to regroup is like many of us learn ourselves as moms or women that we are supporting other people. It could be our children, our spouse, it could be our loved ones. And we have to, and they're looking to us to see how we're doing. So when you run through a stressful challenge like that, things are abruptly presented to you. You feel like crying and crawling up into a ball and giving up, but you don't, right? You have just enough inner strength to kind of put it together. And so then I was at that point, and then I looked to help myself heal. Yeah. And through this discovery of me learning about some of these wellness strategies, which I'm going to share one very critical one with you today, I felt better. I felt stronger. I had a transformation of my own. And I just thought, well, you know what? I know this can't be a story that is not common to other women who face the same, stressful situations in life. So I want to share my story and I want to give you my tip, okay? So if you're catching me here live, I want you to just interact with me in the comments and indicate hashtag live. Or if you're going to catch it later and you find a portion of the video and you just kind of stumble on it or it comes your way, then you go ahead and type in the comments hashtag replay. I'm also going to include in the comments access to my Facebook community where I have a lot of information about wellness and positivity, strategies, a little bit more about my story, some stories from other women who are successful in finding the balance between their lives as it was in the past and up until today, and the new journey they want to embark on, right? Which would be to prioritize their wellness. Okay, so this is going to be the one exercise I do, and I'm going to be here real quick. It's going to be kind of, maybe it's new to you, but I feel too, as women, and we've handled a lot of responsibilities, that oftentimes we just have to be in a very serious state of mind, right? Maybe our children are grown already; they're not little anymore, where you can be silly with them, where you can kind of have those activities around you every day. So you've become a little more serious, driven. You have to manage very serious problems, maybe at work, and confrontations, conversations, and so forth, but you lack the ability to have fun and be silly again. So this exercise that I talk about is about recognizing that sometimes we are our worst critic. Okay? Many of us have some very negative self talk and narratives that we live with. We don't realize that. Now, it's too short of a time for me to dive into where that comes from. If you want to get more of that information, then you really have to join me in my Facebook community. I'll put the link here. Just stay to the end. I'm also having a 5-day masterclass next week where I take a deep dive into each one of those days about our negative and critical inner voice, along with other pain points that we experience as professional women, and how I overcame them and what strategies I use, very practical ones. But here's what I'm going to share with you now. So to get back to your silly, we have this negative self-talk, okay? It could occur when, we're at work, right? We could be aspiring and achieving something. Maybe we've had a conversation or a project where we excelled at, okay? But along the way, there is stories going on in your head and a conversation that says, why are you even doing this, right? Who do you even think you are? You're going to do an Excel sheet. You're going to create this presentation. Like, who are you, right? There's such and such or such and such is much better at this. Why are you doing it, right? So you have this sort of talk. It could also be around your personal life, right? The way you look. We're aging, we're mature, we're fabulous women, but we look a little different than we did before, okay? And that critical voice can start going at you because you're probably not looking in the mirror as often as we used to. You're probably not, feeling maybe comfortable in your body and the way it's changing. So like all of these fabulous changes we're going through, we also have our own little opinions and our observations about it, okay? So to turn that script around, this is what we do. You could do this on paper or you could do this, okay? So the moment you really start to hear yourself going, you can't do that, or what do you think? Who do you think you are, right? Flip the script and get silly about it. Get ridiculous about what that voice is telling you, because your mind doesn't know any different, okay? Your mind doesn't know if this is really happening or not happening. So when you are attacking yourself about doing something, about not being enough, about not deserving some compliments or success, your mind doesn't know any different. So it says, yeah, she doesn't deserve that, okay? Then what happens is from the mind, we develop emotions and it affects our body. It manifests in other things like weight gain. It manifests in hip pain, shoulder pain. All of these emotions are interrelated, and I go over that in the 5-day masterclass, okay? So what you do is you flip the script and you get freaking ridiculous with yourself, okay? And you do stuff like this. Who are you? Who do you think you are? You're going to be doing this project. You're not even going to be able to start. You don't even know where to start, right? I mean, really, you know where to start. But that voice is telling you that, and you're going to answer it with, absolutely, I have no idea where I'm going to start. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to start from the middle, and I'm just going to work my way through like an idiot, right? And then I'll just jump to the beginning again. And then in the end, I won't make the end. I'll just finish it with ridiculous balloons. Take a quick minute to just be silly with yourself, because then what you do is you actually discredit, right, the credibility of those words, those negative words to yourself. You actually are able to see how awful those words are, but in a funny way, a lighter way. So you're not so heavy, you're not carrying it around. You just kind of poke fun, not at yourself, but at the narrative that's going on. Okay, ladies, I'm telling you, try this. All right, I'm trying to think of some other examples because I was really replaying this today. We're here on social media, and if we are trying to start an online business and we are not getting the results like we're thinking we're supposed to get by this point, and you're getting down on yourself, and you're probably going to walk away from maybe running that business. Maybe not. But why don't you just kind of have some fun with it and just kind of nail yourself with it? Who do you think you are? You're on this social media talking. Who do I think I am? I'm on this presentation. Oh my God, no one's going to watch. Absolutely no one's going to watch. No one's here. No one cares. I'm talking to the abyss, right? So just keep going, okay? Eventually, it's going to create a little laugh in you, and laughter is really what creates more of that positivity. You're actually willing your body and your mind and your mouth and your soul to just have fun, eventually just be happy, right? Okay? Follow me here. Again, I'm going to put my Facebook group in the comments right now. And I'm hoping that you can also enjoy the access to my Facebook group. And I'm going to put a little 5-step guide that I definitely put a 5-step guide in here. I'll just do one thing. Go ahead and take a look at that. Remember to type in the hashtag live like I had mentioned. And give me your thoughts. Would you do this? Is it worth a try? Are you able to really understand that you have a critical voice and it is sort of the thing that's standing in the way for you? So go ahead and check it out. I put it in the comments. In my Facebook group, I'll have more information about the 5-day masterclass starting next Monday. I'm going to do a deep dive into this, ladies. This was something that really spoke to me. And more as I learned it and I implemented some of these strategies to sort of flip things around for myself when I endured that stressful situation in 2022, it has made a world of difference. And I just can't hold this story back. I don't want to hold it back. I want to share with as many people as I can. And many of you, if you're going through any of these sort of challenges where you're just kind of asking yourself, what's going on? What's next? Why am I so upset? Why am I angry? Why am I stressed? How do I let this go? How do I relieve myself of this burden and stress? Then check me out. 5-day masterclass next week. Easy peasy. I'll have a presentation. I'll have a live Q&A. I have worksheets. I have exercises. I'm practically going to do the work for you through those days, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you have a fabulous day. Check out my comments, watch the replay, and I'm out.